This is a day that the Lord has made. All right, everyone. My name is Vanessa. I'm a Christian woman doing my best to put God first and follow Jesus Christ, who is the truth and the way to everlasting life. I am trying to stay in the Word and the truth more than ever right now during these times. I mean, this book of Enoch I started, I don't know, a week or two ago, and I just need to stay with it. I need to stay focused. So I am continuing with chapter 16. From the days of the... Okay, by the way, this is from the complete Apocrypha. The book of Enoch is in here. From the days of this slaughter and destruction and death of the giants, from the souls of whose flesh the spirits, having gone out, will destroy without incurring judgment. Therefore will they destroy until the day of the consummation, the great judgment in which the age will be consummated. Over the watchers and the godless, will be wholly consummated. And now, as to the watchers who have sent you to intercede for them, who had been previously in heaven, say to them, you have been in heaven, but all the mysteries had not yet been revealed to you, and you knew worthless ones. And these in the hardness of your hearts you have made known to the women. And through these mysteries women and men work much evil on earth. Say to them, therefore, you have no peace. So this is a continuation of what Enoch was told to go and deliver. I'm just going to put for my own notes. You have no peace, I guess, is the main thing I'm writing about. Okay, now number 17, chapter 17. And they took and brought me to a place in which those who were there were like flaming fire. And when they wished, they appeared as men. And they brought me to the place of darkness and to a mountain, the point of whose summit reached to heaven. Okay. And I saw the places of the luminaries and the treasuries of the stars and of the thunder, and in the uttermost depths where were a fiery bow and arrows and their quiver, and a fiery sword and all the lightnings. And they took me to the living waters and to the fire of the west, which receives every setting of the sun. And I came to a river of fire, in which the fire flows like water and discharges itself into the great sea towards the west. I saw the great rivers and came to the great river and to the great darkness, and went to the place where no flesh walks. I saw the mountains of the darkness of winter, and the place from where all the waters of the deep flow. I saw the mouths of all the rivers of the earth, and the mouth of the deep. I don't know what it means, Keith. I'm just reading the book of Enoch for the first time. I've been wanting to read it for a few years now, and I'm committing myself to finish this. So he was taken to the flaming fire. Flaming fire. All right, chapter 18. I saw the treasuries of all the winds. I saw how he had furnished with them the whole creation and the firm foundations of the earth. And I saw the cornerstone of the earth. I saw the four winds which bear the earth and the firmament of the heaven. And I saw how the winds stretch out the vaults of heaven and have their station between heaven and earth. These are the pillars of the heaven. I saw the winds of heaven which turn and bring the circumference of the sun and all the stars to their setting. I saw the winds on the earth carrying the clouds. I saw the paths of the angels. I saw at the end of the earth the firmament of the heaven above. And I proceeded and saw a place which burns day and night, where there are 7 mountains of magnificent stones, 3 towards the east and 3 towards the south. And as for those towards the cast, was of colored stone, and one of pearl, and one of jacinth, and those towards the south of red stone. But the middle one reached to heaven like the throne of God, of alabaster, and the summit of the throne was of sapphire. And I saw a flaming fire, and beyond these mountains is a region at the end of the great earth. There the heavens were completed. And I saw a deep abyss with columns of heavenly fire, and among them I saw columns of fire fall, which were beyond measure, alike towards the height and towards the depth. And beyond the abyss I saw a place which had no firmament of the heaven above, and no firmly founded earth beneath it. There was no water upon it, and no birds, but it was a waste and horrible place. I saw there 7 stars like great burning mountains, and to me, when I inquired regarding them, the angel said, "This place is the end of heaven and earth. This has become a prison for the stars and the host of heavens. And the stars which roll over the fire are they which have transgressed the commandment of the Lord in the beginning of their rising, because they did not come out at their appointed times, and he was angry with them and bound them until the time when their guilt should be consummated, even for 10,000 years." Yes, describing the things as it was told to Enoch the scribe is what he was the scribe. So the angels were telling him everything. Okay, so it's talking about the sun, the earth, heaven and earth. Enoch is who is Enoch? I have my note. He was born obviously after Adam, but before Abraham, I think. He's in that lineage, if I'm correct. Chapter 19. And Uriel said to me, "Here will stand the angels who have connected themselves with women, and their spirits, assuming many different forms, are defiling mankind and will lead them astray into sacrificing to demons as gods." Okay, so spirits were assuming different forms. I want to highlight that. Hold on. I've got to get my highlighter. Get out. There we go. Spirits assuming many different forms. Here will they stand until the day of the great judgment, in which they will be judged until they are made an end of. And the women also of the angels who went astray will become sirens. And I, Enoch, alone saw the vision, the ends of all things, and no man will see as I have seen. Hey, Miracle, I'm reading my book of Enoch. It is very interesting. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay. I appreciate anyone who has read the book of Enoch and has comments that can contribute to what I'm reading. John 3:8, understanding the ways of the wind and the ways of heaven. Okay, I'm going to put evil spirits come in any form, many forms. The angels will go astray and become a siren. Yeah, I'm not good with analyzing and understanding what I read. I'm kind of black and white, so it's difficult for me to understand. What is a siren? Let me look that up. If I don't understand a word, I definitely look it up. A figure who lures sailors to their deaths with enchanting songs. Is that right? Siren in Bible. Okay, Miracle likes the Book of Enoch. Okay, it says that they're a creature that are tempting, deceptive. They lure people away from God. Okay. A siren will lure people away from God. So the angels are sirens, creatures. Yeah, this is, I'm taking my own notes. I'm reading, I'm trying to, stay up to this, but I want to take my own notes. Keith, that's what I kind of thought was a siren, but I just wanted to make sure I understand from a biblical standpoint. What does the siren mean? Am I saying that right? Yeah. Siren, creature that lares. Okay, now I'm going to go into chapter 20. And these are the names of the holy angels who watch. Uriel, one of the holy angels who is over the world and over Tartarus. Raphael, one of the holy angels who is over the spirits of men. Raguel, one of the holy angels who takes vengeance on the world of the luminaries. Michael, one of the holy angels, to wit, he that is set over the best part of mankind and over chaos. Serakel, one of the holy angels who is set over the spirits, who sin in the spirit. Gabriel, one of the holy angels who is over paradise and the serpents and the cherubim. Rimiel, one of the holy angels whom God set over those who rise. What is that word? I'm gonna look that up, what you just put in there, his word, because I didn't read it. What? I'm spelling it wrong. Oh, I think you wrote it wrong. It's Cuccubus, a mythical demon appearing as a beautiful woman who visits men in their sleep. What? It basically drains their life energy. Whew. Okay. I had a talk with my son today because sometimes I think I've talked to him about different topics and I'm not sure. And I'm like, son, I don't know. Have you ever seen an evil spirit? Have you ever seen a black figure or anything like that? Like, we had the talk. I'm like, if you were to, like, you need to pray. You need to rebuke it. You need to let me know so I can pray with you. These are things. He's 17 years old. I want to make sure he is equipped in the spiritual world, but also in this world here. Yeah, because when we're not equipped and we don't know what to do in a situation, I mean, it's just better to be prepared. Just like you would prepare if you have an emergency. Do you have a plan? And so I want my son to have a plan if he ever encounters a demon, he needs a plan. Because evil is real. It is everywhere. It's unavoidable. It's going to be here all the time. Hey, Robert, I'm reading the book of Enoch. I read chapters 16 through 20. So it spoke about the angels in this chapter 20. Now, the angel I'm most familiar with is Michael and Gabriel. As we continue into the tribulation, evil is going to increase. Yep. I know the plans I have for you, thoughts of peace and not evil, to give you an expected end. Because I love my life. I love my journey with Jesus. I'm always learning, always being enlightened, learning how to be equipped, not only for me, but also for my child. Yeah, I was thinking I'm just reading 5 chapters at a time. So there is that. Any other thoughts on Enoch? Knowledge and wisdom is awesome. Yeah. You know how they say, are you book smart? Are you street smart? But are you spiritual smart? That's a new one I'm starting. Are you spiritual smart? And my son will be the most important one. He will be spiritual smart. Yep. I'm enjoying staying in the Word. Where's my Bible? In my regular Bible over here. And I cannot wait to, this is a lot. It's going to be a lot of readings, but look, reading all of this as well. I'm always fighting with the flesh. Worldly things and spiritual things. I've concluded that worldly things are dumb. Amen. They're not worth it. They are not worth it. I am more concerned. This is my favorite book, the Holy Bible. It's my favorite book. It's the most important book in my life. It is my foundation. It has every answer I need to any problem that comes about in this world. And I don't care what people think. You know, even as a Christian woman, even if I lose my job because I know I did right, I was righteous, I'm not worried about losing my job over doing the right thing, because God will open a better opportunity, and I've experienced it throughout my life. Robert says Ephesians 6:10-11, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God so you will be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Yep. Yes. Oh yeah, I've had a plan. You know, ever since I was a teenager, I've always been focused. I never smoked, would drink. I didn't go partying with people. I didn't do any of that bad stuff of the world. I didn't care to be popular. I didn't care to fit in. I was worried about doing right. But I had a plan, okay? And my life is totally different than what I thought my plan was, but God's plan is greater. Hey, Lady Sky. Lady, I'm trying to stay in the Word more than ever, in the Holy Bible. And I just read the book of Enoch because I want to know this truth as well. And as long as I'm focused, I'm good. I am great because there is no weapon formed against me that shall prosper. Yep. It's been quite a week, though. I will say that. It has been quite the week. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else has anything to say on the book of Enoch. Mohan, do you have anything to say on the book of Enoch? Because that's what we're talking about. The worldly things have intensified greatly this week. Yep, I need to stay in the Word. And I pray over my son more than usual. So you're saying he told... Yeah, I did read the book of Joshua in a Bible study. It was absolutely powerful. I don't know how many times it said, be bold and courageous, I think is what it said over and over. Be bold, be courageous, and that is exactly what I am. What I do. Anything else on the book of Enoch? I think his word wants me to read more. Is that what you're saying? Let's see. What time is it? Okay, I'm going to read chapter 21. And I proceeded to where things were chaotic, and I saw there something horrible. I saw neither a heaven above nor a firmly founded earth, but a place chaotic and horrible. And there I saw 7 stars of the heaven bound together in it, like great mountains and burning with fire. Then I said, for what sin are they bound, and on what account have they been cast in here? Then said Uriel, one of the holy angels, who was with me, and was chief over them, and said, Enoch, why do you ask? And why are you eager for the truth? There are of the number of the stars of heaven. These are of the number of the stars of heaven. which have transgressed the commandment of the Lord, and are bound here until 10,000 years. The time entailed by their sins are consummated. And from there I went to another place, which was still more horrible than the former. And I saw a horrible thing, a great fire there which burnt and blazed, and the place was cleft as far as the abyss, being full of great descending columns of fire. Neither its extent or magnitude could I see, nor could I conjecture. Then I said, how fearful is the place, and how terrible to look upon. Then Uriel answered me, one of the holy angels who was with me, and said unto me, Enoch, why have you such fear and affright? And I answered, because of this fearful place, and because of the spectacle of the pain. And he said unto me, this place is the prison of the angels, and here they will be imprisoned forever. This reminds me of a book I read about angels. Was it about angels? Let me see. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab my book. I'm going to see if y'all have read it. Ooh. This is what I read. I read A Divine Revelation of Hell by Mary K. Baxter. It almost sounds like what I just read. Yeah. You know, when I think about hell, I think about what was my worst moment, my worst feeling, my worst fear, and then multiply that times, I don't know, 100, infinity. That would be hell. And I don't want to, I do not want to spend eternity there. So I'm trying my best to get to heaven. That's my number one goal, is to get to heaven. Yeah, according to what I've been reading in Enoch, once the fallen angels came down, they were no longer able to communicate with God. They went from having a direct connection, a direct relationship with God, to having none. His word says this book explains the place of the dead, where all souls are kept to the day of judgment. And if you think about it, if the devil and his fallen angels can no longer communicate with God, they have to be very jealous of us who can. This is what I'm talking about. The more I read, the more realization I have. The more things make sense. Okay, I'm not seeing much chatter going on anymore, so I'm going to stop reading there. And I probably won't get back to Enoch until maybe Friday night, maybe Saturday. But tomorrow morning I will resume in my Holy Bible. If anyone wants to join me at 7 Arizona time. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day. I send y'all peace and know that Jesus Christ loves you the most. I'll see y'all next time.